The 112th edition of UFC's Fight Night Series takes the company to Oklahoma City for the second time in its history. A pair of two lightweights are in the spotlight as Michael Chiesa and Kevin Lee will settle their score. There's some added intrigue here as the two fighters got heated during a press conference when this fight was announced. We'll find out who can walk the walk after doing all that trash talk. The UFC Fight Night 112 Chiesa vs. Lee is coming up Sunday, June 25th, 2017 at 9 p.m. That's the main card at the Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You can watch the preliminaries on UFC Fight Pass on the main card on Fox Sports 1. For the main event, the lightweight bout between Michael Chiesa and Kevin Lee. Chiesa, who's 14-2, and Lee, who's 15-2, are both trying to break through in a loaded lightweight division. They are both on a roll as Chiesa has won 3 in a row, while Lee has won 4 straight. Both are excellent on the mat with 17 submissions under their belts, but they can both handle themselves standing up. These two are quite similar, but give the edge to Lee, who has a little more power in his striking. This should be a great fight after the opening press conference where their two fighters got really into it. It makes it more entertaining for when they step into the octagon, but we are expecting Lee to be the one who has the upper hand. Our pick for this fight is Lee. For the middleweight bout between Team Butch and Johnny Hendricks. Butch, who's 20-11, has lost 4 of his last 6, while Hendricks, who's 18-6, defeated Hector Lombard by unanimous decision in his middleweight debut in February. Hendricks looked much better physically than he has in a long time, and he is a much more talented fighter than Butch, who has a lot of heart, but is 2 or 3 notches below the best at 185 pounds. Our pick for this fight is Hendricks. For the featherweight bout between BJ Penn and Dennis Siver. Penn, who's 16-11-2, is an MMA legend, but it was sad to watch him get dominated by Jair Rodriguez for his 4th loss in a row. Siver, who's 22-11 and won a contest, has lost 2 straight, but one was to current lightweight champion Conor McGregor. Silver has not looked great lately either, but he has looked better than Penn, a former 2-division champion that simply needs to stop. Our pick for this fight is Siver. For the women's strawweight bout between Felice Herrig and Justine Kish. Herrig, who's 12-6, has won 2 in a row, and even though she's a kickboxer by trade, she also has 4 submission wins. Kish, who's 6-0, is also a kickboxer who has 2 submission wins, so it will be interesting to see where this fight ends up. If Kish can keep this standing up, she should remain undefeated. Our pick for this fight is Kish. For the lightweight bout between Clay Guida and Eric Koch. Guida, who's 32-17, has lost 4 of his last 6, and has been out of action since June 2016, while Koch, who's 15-4, has lost 3 of his last 4, but this is a good fight for him to regain some confidence. Koch has also been out of the octagon since last May because of various injuries, so that has to be considered, but he is skilled on the mat and standing up, and Guida has lost many steps. Our pick for this fight is Koch.